Boredom? No more, with the aid of Explorantine. You've been wanting this all of your life. Here it is. Created by Rachel, Noah, Shreya, and Caspian.
Okay, so the other day, my friends and I were walking around Concord, and as we were going to Cafe Nero, we passed by the Concord bookshop. And one of my friends heard some news that the bookstore wasn't doing so well in the pandemic, which made us really sad because the Concord bookshop was a part of the Concord that we knew for so long. Plus, the owners of the bookshop were basically our friends, and they are very caring and knowledgeable when it comes to books and recommendations. So when I was thinking about problems our group could address, our conversation about the Concord bookshop came into mind. Quarantine has taken a big toll on many local businesses, the locality of which is needed in a country with increasingly large wealth disparities. As of August 31st, 160,000 total US businesses on Yelp have closed since the beginning of the pandemic, a 23% increase since July 1st. With the ability to buy endlessly on e-commerce sites such as Amazon, it's hard to find local businesses to buy from and support. Not only that, but with the ability to do nearly everything in a virtual setting, staying in bed almost all day is an easy feat. However, whether knowingly or unknowingly, such ease takes a toll on our mental health. According to the CDC, 40% of respondents to surveys sent out by them reported at least one adverse mental or behavioral health condition, including symptoms of anxiety disorder or depressive disorder, for 30%, symptoms of a trauma and stressor-related disorder related to the pandemic, 25%, and having started or increased substance use to cope with stress and emotions related to the pandemic, 13%. Recognizing how the problem of local businesses and the problem of mental health may coincide with each other, our group set out to create a website called Explorantine. Explorantine helps you decide what local businesses you can safely visit based on your interests. Based on factors like activity, location, price range, and how you're feeling, our site will recommend a list of activities gathered by the Google Places API. Given the qualities, the code runs through a multi-filtering algorithm that matches the filters with specific locations that match the requirements. If your activity needs to be outside for COVID reasons, you can tweak that as well. If you're on a budget, no problem. We have you covered. The mood feature is a result of the pandemic because many people do not know what to do to get out of their house, given that their normal activities are no longer feasible. People who only have an abstract concept of what they want to do can type their mood into the feature, which correlates with several mood keywords that we have defined using the NLK library, a vector library that correlates words based on their meaning.
Our tech stack included Python, SQL Alchemy, Flask, Spacey, Natural Language Toolkit, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. We use Flask to bridge a front end with various Google platform APIs like places and geolocation. And the backend calculated factors like user's current location, which restaurants were closest to them, and which restaurants pass filters, depending on price ranges, closeness, and whether it's indoors or not. None, your turn.
Before, we had not been as comfortable with using the Google Cloud APIs, but it turns out that it was really simple. We just needed a few things: an API key, some formatted parameters, and a requests module, and problem solved.
And
Try it out.
Yeah, you can try it out right here. And so I think it'll only work for us, but you can definitely try if you want. These are our sources. We hope that you liked our presentation, and next we have a demo.
This is Explorantine. So Explorantine allows users to customize the experience that they would like. So first off, the user can select a variety of activities that they enjoy doing. So we'll select amusement, beauty, and entertainment just for this demo. And then the user can also select either the location that they're at currently, which would be by not selecting any, by leaving this blank, but the user can also then select another place that they would like to have this program run from. And then they can also select a radius filter. So Suppose someone wanted to go to a place that was in walking distance, that would be about 3 kilometers. And then they can also select a price range. And this price range correlates with Google API's price range. So if you search up another store and Google has a range for the prices, which is either 1, 2, 3, 4, or $5 signs. So in this case, we'll select 3. And then we can also have the user select whether they want an indoor activity, an outdoor activity, or whether they simply have no preference. So we can search with these applied filters. And usually this takes a moment because for each different activity, we have to make a separate call to the Google API. So it does take a moment. However, it will produce a set of results that the user can use, that the user can have as a sample activity. So for example, here it has given me the following activities. So one would be a salon, as I have no preference. It's nearby, and it does have to do with amusement, beauty, and entertainment, which is what I've chosen. There's also a tattoo, a threading spa, and a red box, where I can get movies from. So, and we can do it again with a variety of activities. So say we did these 3, and we can close that, and then we can add a distance of 6 kilometers, and then we can select the price range to be lower. And suppose we want it to be completely outdoors, then we can select as such. And then, yeah, so again, the program is making calls to Google's API, so it will take a few moments to run, but yes. And so here we've got a variety of relevant activities. So we had selected entertainment, school learning, and stores. So Costco pharmacy is a store, as is all of these other locations. This is a place to buy food. So these are some of Google's these are some of the best locations that came. And it's also important to, it's also these locations came by their rankings in the Google search. So users can often give a star rating, which can be anywhere from 0 to 5. And so these are ranked by highest star rating to give the user the best local businesses possible. And so we also have the mood search, which helps the users become more self-aware of the feelings that they're having. So if someone feels happy, they can type that in to understand a little more about how they're feeling and what types of activities they might be interested in. So it'll give matching moods. We can try excited. Again, it'll give similar things. Active is another one that we have actually as an option here. And then we can also try laid back. So yeah, we've got a bunch of these different features to help the user through any mental health problems that might be a result of quarantine and isolation.